Good morning, students. Welcome to today's online class. So today, students, we will enter chapter 4. We will enter chapter 4. Okay, chapter 4 is on. Chapter 4 is on linear equations. Linear equations in two variables. Okay, linear equations in two variables. Okay, students, chapter 4 is on linear equations in two variables. Okay, so now, students, linear equations in two variables. What is the meaning of a linear equation? In chapter 2 we got that if any polynomial is there, so let me write first the standard form of a linear equation in two variables is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, students, where a comma b and c are real numbers and a comma b are not both 0. The standard form of a linear equation. The standard form of a linear equation in two variables is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a comma b and c are real numbers and a comma b are not both 0. Okay, this is the standard form of a linear equation in two variables. And linear equation, did we learn about linear polynomial? Students, now for example, this example you take first. Let us take an example. Okay, so 2x plus 3y plus 5 is equal to 0. This is a linear equation in two variables. Two variables means both x and y should be there, isn't it? Here x is also there and y is also there. So two variables are there, isn't it? And y equation, because one equal sign is there and from the other side one 0 is there. In an equation always two sides are there, students. So students, linear polynomial we learned or not? Linear polynomial. We learned about linear polynomial, isn't it? So we learned about linear polynomial. Linear polynomial, what was the speciality? That means what was the special characteristic of a linear polynomial? The degree of all the variables. That means the highest degree of the variables must be how much? 1. Then only it will become a linear polynomial. Degree 1 then linear, degree 2 then quadratic, degree 3 then cubic. Do you all remember? And then I said during chapter, while I was explaining chapter 2, that if you listen to chapter, if you learn chapter 2 properly, then only you will be able to grasp chapter next upcoming chapter, that means 3 and 4, isn't it? So linear polynomial, students, linear polynomial, this chapter 4 and chapter 2 are directly connected. Okay, that was polynomial and here we are getting equation. So linear polynomial is just like this: 2x plus 3y plus 5. This is a linear polynomial. This is a linear polynomial because what is the degree here? X. What is the degree of x? 1. What is the degree of y, students? What is the highest power of x? 1. What is the highest power of y? 1. Therefore, what is the degree of this polynomial? The degree of this polynomial is how much? Degree is equal to 1. Isn't it? Degree is equal to 1. So it is called a linear polynomial. And this is a linear equation. This is a linear equation. Linear equations in two variables. And here also you see two variables are only there, x and y, two variables are only there. But here no equal sign is there, only one side is there, isn't it? No equal sign is there. When you put an equal sign and on the other side 1 0 or any other number is there, then two sides are there along with one equal sign, then it becomes a linear equation. Okay, then it becomes a linear equation. Okay, and because x and y is there, here also x and y is So this you can say that this is a linear polynomial in two variable. This you can say linear polynomial in two variable. And as I said, when the degree is 1, if any polynomial is given to you, if the degree is 1, then it is called a linear polynomial. Okay. And because of this equal sign, and two sides, the left hand side and the right hand side, this will be called a linear equation in two variables. So try to remember the difference. Remember the difference between the linear polynomial and linear equation. Many senior students tend to, even class 10 students I have seen sometimes, they tend to forget the difference between linear polynomial and linear equation. Okay, try to remember this carefully. Okay. So students, the standard form of a linear equation two variable is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c are real numbers and a and b are not both 0. Why did I write like this? A, b are a and b are not both 0. Why? Because you see students, because let me write this, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. A and b both cannot be 0. If both becomes equal to 0, then what will happen students? If both a and b are equal to 0, then here you see 0 into x plus 0 into y plus c is equal to 0. So what will remain? No variable will remain, isn't it? So that means this will become 0, this will also become 0, then c is equal to 0. That means c is equal to 0. Then this is a wrong statement, isn't it? C is a constant number, no? Understood? So a and b both cannot be 0. Any one of them may be 0. Okay, either x or y, any one of them can become 0, but both cannot become equal to 0. Understood students? Understood? So that's why I wrote it here. You see, a and b are not both 0. Okay. So till now we have learned about, till class 8 we have learned how to solve linear equations in one variable. Suppose this kind of equations we have solved, isn't it? Suppose 2x plus 3x plus 10 is equal to 0 is there, isn't it? 2x plus 3x plus 10 is equal to 0. Linear equation in one variable we have solved, many we have solved, isn't it? Till class 8. So 2x plus 3x will become 5x plus 10 is equal to 0, and 5x is equal to minus 10. So x will be equal to minus 10 by 5 2 times. So x is equal to minus 2. So this is how we usually solve the linear equations in one variable. See, 2x plus 3x plus 10 is equal to 0. So 2x plus 3x, students, 2x plus 3x will become 5x plus 10 is equal to 0. Plus 10 you take it to the other side, it will become minus 10. This 5 is multiplied here. If you take it down, 5 is multiplied here. If you take it to the other side, it will get divided. With 5 you cancel 10. How many times? 2 times. So x is equal to minus 2. Isn't it? We solve such equations in class 8 itself, isn't it? But now we will learn how to solve linear equations in two variables. Okay, linear equations in two variables. But more of this, more variety and much more of this you will learn in class 10 itself. Okay, this is just the introductory part of linear equations in two variables. Linear equations in two variables. This is just the introductory part that you are going to learn in class 9. More variety, that means how to solve two equations. If two given equations are there, how to solve them with the help of different kind of methods, that all you will get in class 10 itself. Okay, so but whatever is there we will learn. Okay, so now you must be thinking that in what kind of conditions this kind of equations we get, isn't it? In real life situations, when do we get such kind of situations where two variables will be useful? Suppose a basket contains 100 fruits. Suppose a basket contains 100 fruits, and there are apples and oranges. Okay, there are apples and oranges, students. There are apples and oranges, but we don't know how many apples and how many oranges are there. So we can use this equation. Just let the number of apples be x and the number of oranges be y. Okay, let the number of apples be x and the number of oranges be y. Therefore, according to question, what is the total number of fruits? Total number of fruits in the basket is how much? 100. So number of apples and in the basket there are only apples and oranges. Okay, so x plus y will become equal to 100. See, linear equation in two variables. Okay, 100 if you bring to the left hand side, if you bring this 100 to the left hand side, x plus y minus 100 is equal to 0. Understood? This is the use of linear equation in two variables. Understood? So to find out two unknown quantities, this kind of equations can be used. That is linear equation in two variables. Sometimes, suppose one more example I take. Suppose one more example. Let me take for you. Suppose you consider a cricket match going on between India and England. Okay, cricket match is going on between India and England, and two of our opening batsmen have a partnership of 150 runs. Suppose, I am just supposing, okay, India versus England is going on. India versus England cricket match. Okay, India versus England cricket match is going on. Cricket match is going on. Okay, India versus England cricket match is going on, and the opening pair of batsmen. Suppose two batsmen have opened for India. India is batting and two opening batsmen have come out to bat. Okay, and both of them have a partnership of 150 runs. Partnership how much? Partnership of 150 runs. Okay, now we don't know how much each of the batsmen have scored. That means opening pair, each of the batsmen, what is their score? Individual scores we don't know. Okay, so we can write it down. First batsman is X. First batsman has scored, that means opening pair, first batsman has scored X runs, second one has scored Y runs, so X plus Y is equal to 150. Did you understand? First batsman has scored X runs, second one has scored Y runs, so X plus Y will be equal to 150. So X plus Y minus 150 is equal to 0. This is a linear equation in two variables. Do you understand, students? Is it okay? So in this way we can apply the concept of linear equation in two variables in our real life situations also. Okay? So students, let us enter exercise 4.1. Okay? Let us enter exercise 4.1. Number 1, you see the cost of a notebook is twice the cost of a pen. Write a linear equation in two variables to represent this. Okay? So solution. Let the cost of a notebook be rupees X and the cost of a pen be rupees Y. According to the question, students, the cost of the notebook is twice the cost of the pen. Okay, so X minus 2Y is equal to 0. This is the required linear equation in two variables. Okay, the cost of a notebook, here in the question it is said that the cost of the notebook is twice the cost of the pen. The cost of the notebook is students, the cost of a notebook is 2 times the cost of the pen. Okay, so let the cost of the notebook be rupees X. Let the cost of the notebook be rupees X and the cost of the pen be, and the cost, write the here. Okay, use the. Okay, the cost of the notebook be rupees X. Let the cost of the notebook be rupees X. Okay, let the cost of the notebook be rupees X and the cost of the pen be rupees Y. So here in the question it is said that the cost of the notebook is 2 times the pen, isn't it? So X is equal to 2Y. 2Y you bring to the left hand side, so X minus 2Y is equal to 0. This is the required linear equation in two variables. Understood? And now let us, students, enter number 2. Let us enter number 2. Number 2. Express the following linear equations in the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 and indicate the values of a, b and c in each case. Okay. So number 1 you see 2x plus 3y is equal to 9.35 bar. Okay, 9.35 bar. So solution 2x plus 3y minus 9.35 bar is equal to 0. Comparing the equation with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, we have friends, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3, and c is equal to minus 9.35 bar. Okay, so that means here the question is said that express the following linear equations in the form. Whatever equations are given. Okay, 8 equations are given to us, isn't it? Express the following linear equations in the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 and indicate the values of a, b and c in each case. Okay, so 2x plus 3y is equal to 9.35 bar. It is there. 9.35 bar I will bring to the left hand side, so it will become minus 9.35 bar is equal to 0. Now comparing the equation with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Just compare it, you see. I am writing it here. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. You don't need to write. I am just for an explanation I am writing. Okay. Now you see, along with x, what is there, friends? With x, what is there here? See, along with x, a is there, and here along with x 2. So a is equal to 2. Along with y, b, and along with y 3. So b is equal to 3, and c is equal to minus 9.35 bar. Is it okay? Understood? So next, let us take some more examples directly from here. So number 4, x is equal to 3y, x minus 3y is equal to 0. Comparing the equation with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, we have so a is equal to 1, students. A is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 3, and c is equal to 0. See here, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. We are comparing both the equations. Okay, students. So this equation and this one we have to compare. We have to compare this equation that is given to us and this one we have to compare, and we have to find out the values of a, b, and c. Okay. So x equal to 3y is given to us. 3y, if I bring it to the left hand side, so it will become x minus 3y, and here 3y has come to the left hand side from the right hand side, isn't it? So what will remain? 0. So x minus 3y is equal to 0. Now compare this equation and this equation. Comparing the equation with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, we have. So here along with x, a is there, here along with x 1 is there, so a is equal to 1. Along with y, b is there, here along with y minus 3, so b is equal to minus 3. And at last, class c is there here. Here after 3y, any constant number is there or what? No. So c is equal to 0. Understood? So let us take one more example. So number 6. 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. So solution 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Comparing the equation, or you can write it this way also. For your understanding I am making it. Okay, 3x plus 0 into y plus 2 is equal to 0. Comparing the equation with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, we have a is equal to 3, a is equal to 3, B is equal to A is equal to 3, B is equal to 0, and C is equal to 2. Okay? So students, let us see. So 3x plus 2 is equal to 0 is the equation given to us. 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. So I wrote 3x plus 0 into y, because 0 into y, 0 into y, what is the value of 0 into y? What will be the value of 0 into y? 0 into y means 0, isn't it? So if 3x plus 2 is there, 3x plus 2 is there, equal this side, if you add 1 0, will the value change? If with these two terms you add 0, will the value change? No, the value will not change. So in place of 0, we can obviously write 0 into y plus 2, isn't it? Because 0 into y means what? 0 only, because y is not here only. In this equation there is no y, isn't it? In this equation there is no y, so I just wrote 0 into y, because 0 into y means what? 0 into y will become 0 only, isn't it? So comparing the equation with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now you compare with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now you compare, students. Now you compare. Now along with a, what is there? Along with x, a is there, along with x 3. So a is equal to 3. Along with y, b, and along with y 0. So b is equal to 0 and c is equal to 2. Understood? See, along with y, along with x, a is there, and along with x 3. So a is equal to 3. Just compare and write the values of a, b, and c. Along with y, b is there, along with y 0 is there. So b is equal to 0, and at last c is equal to 2. Understood? So this is how you have to do these sums. Okay? Okay, students? And you don't need to write this. Okay? This is just I am writing for your understanding. You don't need to mention this. Directly we will answer this way. We will directly answer this way. Okay?